Alrighty then, flip side starting on the CT side. We have one defuse kit, which is always good. 3 people over towards the B bomb site at the beginning of the round. Again, it's a very difficult bomb site to retake. Ooh. Where are those smokes going? Well, never mind. What did it reveal his position? Oh, the bait. Davkos just turned Fox into pate. But it's going to be maybe a fake from the T's here, as they have 3 people on the A bomb site, and the bomb is planted for short, in fact. So we have Lurker in Makalele, who's going to turn into the main man to stop the bomb plant should things go sour on this side. And look how heavily tagged the T's are. Let's have a look at Makalele's position. He is known, they know where he is, and that defuse is coming in. The kit's on the floor. It's going to be a long 10 seconds. Ooh, Rain just about unable to do the damage there. And there it is. Worth noting, Flipside also rescued the kit, which was lost earlier on. Markloff taking some damage to his armor, so that will be a full $1,000 spend on Kevlar and helmet. So far so good for Flipside. Some nades here and there. Still rocking just the 1 kit. But it's a solid eco here from Kingwin, so it won't be too much for Flipside to worry about. Although they do need to identify whether or not this is a force. Scream did get a kill in the previous round, so he could go Deagle armor. Like full armor here. He'd have $1,700 in the bank, but he is only opted for the Deagle. Oh, they did get a plant, of course. So they will buy in the next round. Davkos has to give up the connector area. He has the support coming in. I didn't think Davkos even saw the player right next to him. Although he was saved by a teammate. Oh no! He's been paid off! Scream with less. He just had 1 digit of health. Poor man. With all these aimers on King Gwyn's side, I wonder how common it will be for them to simply run up ramp and try and get a quick headshot, or try and pop someone who's running through A into the connector area. That said, it is an area that's susceptible to nades and being orked as well by CTs. So you got to be careful. So Kingwin have gone for mid control with 2 men. As Steel told me reviewing my demo, they're going to have 1 player just keeping an eye on underpass and apps in B, and he's going to move away. Looks like they're going to establish initial map control and then go to an A site take. Curious if they're going to go for a smoke execute. In fact, they only have 2 smokes, so I was wondering if they'd maybe put 1 here, as they have a lurker. Makalele to stop rotations, but I've left the map on too long. Sorry about the frag. Dennis getting the first frag onto Blade, getting another one onto Davkos. Trades coming in favor of the T's, 4 versus 2. At this point, what do the CTs even do? Bomb has been planted. Not much, it seems. So, they're going to try and save their weapons. We'll see what the T's opt to do, if they're going to go on the hunt. They've cleared this area, but will they continue this way?
Terrorists win.
Okay, so they're going to drop for their teammates, having saved 2 weapons in the previous round. I've got a reasonable amount of nades out, 2 defuse kits as well, in fact 3 defuse kits. So this is a fairly good buy here from the CTs. Standard Bondic smoke into apps. That's how I learned to smoke apps from that position, thanks to Mr. Bondic. This time, Kinguin going for 2 people in underpass. So this looks like a fairly committed A splits here. We've got Makalele moving up. I think he's going to get a nice smoke onto short there to allow his team and the bomb to move into connector. Or are they going to go for a boost? They're going for the boost to peek. They're waiting for a CT to peek the area, essentially, so he can rip his head off. That, of course, just going for a passive peek there. This A split has really good potential, but can the CTs hold it? Wow! Palace being re-smoked. Scream running through that. He's not going to be smoked off. He's going to shoot them straight in the face. Then it's doing the same. Nice opening there for Kinguin. Great, great punish. Taking the cues from the CTs. Fox wanting to plant the bomb there, but just being careful. Like, he had no cover. The nades come raining, and no pun intended from Kinguin. And he will make the plant. 2 people in the firebox position. That's not going to be what they want. They will move elsewhere. Well, then it's stuck behind the smoke with only a FAMAS, and again, it's going to have to be a retreat here from the flip side team. The only consolation they have is that their loss bonus will build to 1900 on this occasion. But the money's so ropey now, I don't know how much of buy, if any, they will get out for the remaining teammates as per this round.
Terrorists win.
Okay, so it seems that Fox's issues continue, and Kinguin require a stand-in. Unfortunately for Kinguin, I am unavailable to play purely because I work for FACEIT, and it is the FACEIT League. Otherwise, I'm sure they would be on the blower asking me to come in. So we may be a few minutes while we wait for this to be resolved. Thoughts? Oh, it's DDoS. Oh, how unfortunate. Okay, so thoughts on who the sub will be. I'm going to say... But didn't they have 2 subs recently? Well, I'm told Exist is coming in as a sub. That's actually pretty cool because he did enjoy the time he had away from being in-game leader to frag. Less to worry about. Okay, so Exist likes to call himself Hassan for some reason. Shoutouts to Exist. Very nice guy, as are all the NIP guys. I love hanging out with those guys at LAN. Once again, if you are just tuning in, on Twitter, you could win this beautiful piece of craftsmanship. This could be yours, guys, if you really want it. And again, I spent my own money to buy this sticker just for you, because I know how much you wanted a £20 sticker on this here SMG. I'm here to meet your dreams, guys, to fulfill your dreams. I'm here. Help me to help you, guys. Help me to help you. That's all I ask. We should be live in about a minute's time. Just a little bit of a brief delay as they adjust things. You know, this would be really cool. Like when you go to the Twitch directory and you see the thumbnails of streams, and you have those guys who aren't really like CSGO players, but they just open boxes and they leave a skin hanging as the main window of their stream. How about this, huh? How about this thumbnail? Beats all of theirs. We're the real deal here at FACEIT, guys. Bison, battle scarred all day. Okay. Another thing on the FACEIT YouTube channel, I recently made a smoke inspired by Renegade smoke, which is a jumping throw smoke, where you stand here and you take a step forwards and throw smoke, which bounces off here, and lands here. That's on the YouTube, should you want to learn it. We are back into the match. It's 2-2. It's 1-0 in games to Flipside, headed towards the FACEIT League once more. We have a fast drop and a fast push into A. What can the CTs do about this? They've got 4 people on the site. That is a nice shot from Bondic. He's going to take the time to reload his gun. Nobody down for the CTs yet, but Makalele will get great timing, even though he's flashed on Bondic's repeat there. CT's being careful now. Oh, the bomb's down as well. The bomb's in the smoke. Fiend picks up. Davkos getting close. Davkos getting a frag. Looking for a second one. Not being too greedy. In this situation, some people might try and go for the AK, but he wants to get frags. People, the Seeds will also know that the AK is available, and they'll be watching for it. Now, it's just down to Wilderit to do what he can with the FAMAS. Gets one more consolation frag. 3 people down for Kingwin. The fast push did not pay off. They got stuck on the choke point, and they got annihilated. Two CTs headed over towards the B bomb site with a connector peek here from Davkos. Indeed, he will be the main AWPer on the CT side. While that it is playing B halls as opposed to short, where he used to play. Actually, no, I think it was Simple used to play short, and while that it played CPR. So things are changing here for the Flipside team. We've got one player in the underpass. Davkos getting out of there after finding that first frag. Got to be careful from Connector. He jumped as well. Made it a little bit easier for Makalele to find the frag there. Bit of a mistake. Surely he saw the gap in the smoke. That should not have happened. However, it did. Leaving Flipside a little bit weak. You can see they're paranoid about potential boosts in the smoke there as well. Still, you have Exist lurking at the bottom of mid. He's going to move into a more passive position, rather than loiter there, hesitating, as we have learned recently. So nice. Oh, look at this teamwork here. It's going to pay off as well. Dennis finding the frag onto Bonnick, shooting him straight in the face. Scream taking down Blade on the stairs next to Connector as well. Ooh, a head has been spotted. A head has been swiftly removed. While they're having to make a run for it with his P2000 versus 4. Good start for Kingwin. Headed over to 4-2 at the moment. Again, that's 4 rounds in a row. Lost to Flipside now. Not a good CT start. Boom. Some damage done. Consolation damage. The buy will come out for the T side once more. Now, Flipside are in danger of losing a number of rounds here, which on the CT side is definitely not ideal. Although the T play on Mirage is stronger than the in Europe than in North America, generally speaking. We'll have to see what Flipside have to offer on the T side a bit later on. But for now, we've got Dennis getting entries all day on the A bomb sites. Scream and Dennis are proving to be quite formidable, just in pure headshots on the A site so far. Rotation coming in from the CTs now. Wilderit obviously has his armor, his M4 from the previous round, a flashbang as well. And the hunt is really beginning. Kingwin are aware of that, and they want to pry his M4 out of his dying hands. You can see Bondic's going to be the bait here. He's only got a CZ to lose. So he'll be the bait, he'll be the information. And then Wilderit will trade to try and secure the area. They could even get 2 weapons at this point. Then it's forced to retreat and smoke off as well. Can Wilderit save? Bondic goes down and it's going to be close. He will save. So Kinguin with 4 people in mid, and again, when Scream is just running in and shooting you in the face, I mean, what can you do about it? How fast will Kinguin move now? We've got a player on short for the CTs. That's Markelov. He's been smoked off. So far, so good here for the Kinguin side. Repositioning now. Maybe... Well, let's see. They're trying to go for a peek. Trying to see what's going on behind the smoke at short. They've got smoke. They've got short smoked off and connector. So there's not a lot of places they can really go. Moving into ladder room now as the CTs move into CPL with a double peek. You can see, I think that was Markelov holding an angle onto short itself. However, they will be unaware as to the status of the ladder room. Exists not peeking into CPL itself too often, just having a glance every now and then. Maybe he will catch a CT unawares later on, but for now we have a push which will become a split on towards the B bomb site. Maybe Flipside are aware of this. Maybe they're going for information. Maybe they're trying to push short so they don't get pinched by the players elsewhere. The trade will come in, but well, then it's going to die 4 versus 1. Kinguin look good to take this to 3 maps. So we're going to have well done it on the scouts. Going to get a nice tag onto Rain, but nobody's close enough to follow up. See, they're looking for it. They smell blood. They see blood on the walls. Rain not going to make a complete run for it. Going to try and get some information for his team, but he's in that angle, which is actually kind of hard to connect with, and that smoke is going to be very well placed. Bonic's going to go high. He needs to get a first shot off. He will indeed. But his whole team have died in the meantime. He will have an AK for now. The hunt begins, of course. Exist looking for revenge. But will he find it? What now? What do Flipside do to stop the leak here? Scream and Dennis are just running in and just shooting people. It's that simple. Dennis is on 8 kills. Scream is on 7, and Rain's up there as well. They're just getting the kills. It's that simple. They are 5 rounds ahead on the T side. Flipside don't have any answers at the moment. They're going for the buy, AWP on Dav cost. We'll see. Kinguin have taken mid with relative ease in a number of rounds. This time, though, they're going to have Rain headed towards the B-bomb site. He will hear these players pushing on short. He will raise the alarm to his team. They're moving in towards the A-bomb site. That's a nice Molotov, a good timely Molotov, but 4 of the players are nowhere near that Molotov. Dav cost holding an angle on CT spawn. He's going to, of course, connect. This time with Dennis, but there's still Scream to deal with. There are still aimers all over the place. Exist coming in as well. Shot not connected by Davkos. He won't find the frag onto Scream. Those bricks will protect him, and he will take down Davkos. Rain coming in now, making an appearance. There's the 2 frags for him. Can't find the third. Too heavily tagged. Scream holding down CT spawn as Exist plants the bomb. Markelov again, the last man standing for his team. His position is known. He's got 2 people both aiming at him. Scream is heavily tagged. Exist positioning himself. Wow. Excellent play there by Markelov. Such street smarts by him. But is he going to find the angle onto Exist in time? Almost does. Exist surviving with 14 HP, clutching the round for his team. That shot through the wood panel was excellent, and I hope you at home learned from that. Common wallbang spot. If you are playing the CT position there as well, there is a gap at the top. So if people jump up Tetris, you can get a sneaky frag there. So the purpose of this smoke is that it allows the Ts to jump over into mid. But also there's a gap on the right. So if there's a CT that peeks from short, you can get a frag onto him. And also you can peek around that corner into CPO. Into an unsuspecting AWPer. So, bomb is moving into the mid area. So if the bomb gets seen by a CT in this area, they still don't really know exactly what's going on because it could still go either way. Bit of tagging in towards A. If they see the bomb now and connector, they might have an inkling as to what the intentions are. Great Molotov's going to force most of the players out of connector, but we've still got Rain up close in said position. Played in the jungle area, will not be able to survive Scream's aggression. Of course, getting shot through the box down to 1 HP. He's got teammates falling all around him. Can't get the scope in quick enough. And Kinguin win a clean round. Nobody dead. 9-2. This is angry play here by Kinguin. So it's going to be a fast play into A on the anti-eco once again from Kinguin. Not going to allow Flipside to set up into these anti-eco positions, and they will get wiped out very quickly indeed, almost at record time. You can see it. Even CSGO knows 16 seconds. Double AWPs coming out. So, are we going to see the mid and short play, or is Dafkos going to play the connector? He has a spawn for connector. He may end up in mid afterwards. Indeed, well, did it going to short. So, this is old school Flipside we're seeing now. This is the one I like. This is the potential. This is the Carnage setup. But there are no engagements. There is nobody here. Markelov keeping an eye on things towards the B-bomb site. Bit of damage on to exist. And it's important when you're doing these peaks that you try to... I'll get back to that later because we might have a push coming in. Exist running through Molotovs here. But well done it from short. Will take him down. Pre-fires coming in from Rain, but there are 3 people on the site now. This is not going to be easy for Kinguin. This could be Flipside headed in the right direction. They've lost 2 players. They can't afford to lose many more because it's cost them so much already. Great pick by Dafkos. These AWPers know their angles so well on both sides. Makalele unfortunate to be on the wrong end of that one. Markelov catching Dennis in the middle of nowhere. No man's land. But I was going to say, it's important when you're jump peeking like that, that you're not peeking at the top of your jump arc. You want to be peeking at the engagement as you're going down after your jump arc, just because it makes it harder for him to pop you. So we're going to have presence again from Kinguin in top mid. That smoke's going to allow them to look at connector, and again, this is what I'm talking about. You can use the corner of this smoke to look at short. You can also move a bit forward and crab walk and try and look at CPL, although AWPers should know to expect that. That is a perfect flash to move rather than out of position while Makalele focuses on other areas. So what's the play here? The bomb is towards A slope. We can see there is a CT in a semi-aggressive position. That is an excellent shot by Makalele onto the connected player. There's still the short play to worry about, however. There's a bit of a gap in the smoke, but that's not going to stop DTs from making it onto the site itself. Exist is coming in all the way around to kill Bondik in a Tetris area, leaving only Waldadet and Markelov remaining. That should have been easy for Makalele, but Markelov is playing on point at the moment. No scope from Waldadet, and things have been evened up. There's only 1 player with a gun out, and Inzadi he's holding a knife as the bomb gets planted, but Scream makes it work. Exist follows up with the HE, and Kinguin are having a monstrous half. For those of you just joining us, it is 1-0 in maps to Flipside. They won the pick of Kinguin, which was Cash. This is the pick of Flipside, which Kinguin are dominating on at the moment. And again, it is another fast play. Just running, just aiming, and it's working for Kinguin. But this time, there are counter flashes. They're blind. Exist heavily tagged. Kinguin, Rain taking a bit of damage as well. How many frags are we going to see here? 2 with the FAMAS. Going to run out of bullets. And it's Markelov with a scout. Versus 3, versus 2. The old AWPer from previous iterations of the game. Getting some work done, but not enough. Makalele in the final round will make it 12-3. That was a fast half as well. It was fast. Flipside are going to have to bring everything out of their book for this one. And they're going to have to throw the book as well. Alrighty poos. Don't worry, I don't say that in real life. I'm just a troll. Pistol round. We have a bunch of players with Flipside headed over towards the B bomb site. It's going to be Makalele spotting. That smoke will stop him spotting the bomb for a while. Once he sees it in that position, it's fairly likely it's going to be a B push. You can see them leaving it in a passive position as they start to move elsewhere, leaving Markelov holding the angle. Bit of peeking. They're going to see 3 people in mid are the CTs. Then it's repositioning around the smoke. Great play by him. Very quick thinking. Exists unable to find the headshot there. Again, mid superior for the CTs in this scenario, as they're definitely making 1 taps. Whereas Flipside from the other end of mid might dink someone and not kill them. Markelov causing some havoc towards the B-bomb site, but a one-tap from Exist will get sweet revenge. Bondik versus 4. He has no armor and a Tech 9. Now, maybe Flipside should have gone raid boss style and thrown the Tech 9 somebody with armor. Maybe he picked it up later on. Who knows? Either way, Kinguin get the 13th round on the board, and 3 maps is looking likely. Scream up there with 17 kills. Dennis, they're having a race. First to the slaughter. Gets to eat the ribs. So Exist is in mid of the scout. Just looks away before being spotted. Although maybe they saw the barrel of his gun. Bondik may not be long for this world. I fear for what might happen. Ooh. He moves back. Is Rain gonna follow him in? He knows he shouldn't, but how many might be there? We don't know. Passive positions now as Flipside try to figure out what their best play is. Distractions going on, and Blaze going to move very quickly indeed through connects. They're going to get a dink onto a slope, leaving his teammates with a man disadvantage. Bomb down in the middle of the site as well. Scream looking for the second player, which is Markelov. Can't find him in time. 2 versus 2. Well, then it's picked up a P90. But how's he going to plant bomb? Planting it for short while Markelov holds the angle, taking down Dennis. Last player in CT spawn. Got 2 to face. Now, they've got 25 seconds. Do they plant the bomb or do they go for the double peek? If well, then it peeks and loses the bomb, that could be the round. Back in favour of Kinguin. McLeod coming in with a Mag 7, but it won't be enough. Markelov making the save there. Flipside surviving with 2. Not out of this yet. So that's put Kinguin onto a 4th buy. We've got Deagles. 4 Deagles and a 5-7. Well, then it's got to be careful here. 2 players peeking from the window, but the spray down is real. McLeod coming in from short. Not working out. We had good teamwork. Maybe in the wrong place from the 2 CTs in CPL. They were smoked off, so that was a bit difficult for them. One of them got sprayed through the smoke. Really unfortunate when that happens. Now seeing the one-on-one duels which are not working out for Kinguin. How much momentum can Flipside take from this? We saw them make a comeback on Cash. That was on the favoured side though. You would argue that CTs is favoured on Mirage. But as long as they can keep the economy broken for the CTs, then they should be in good stead to string a number of rounds together. You know, and Kinguin will have the advantage on the T side for just having the aimers running in there, just getting headshots. But now they have to hold, which will be more difficult, you might argue. Where is Scream? Is there anything for him to salvage? He has his armor to save and the Deagle. Let's look at the money for the CT side. It's a 1900 bonus for them, so their money is still going to suck, especially after forcing. So, the eco continues. Scream has his Deagle and armor. Let's see what he opts to do with it. Gonna get smoked off. He'll announce his position while the rest of his teammates get cut down. We might as well at this point just stay with Scream for now. And Scream's dead. Exit in CT spawn with a P250. Won't get a one tap from that distance. Makalele with a USP. 2 frags, 1 heavily tagged. That is very nice indeed. Spent next to nothing, if not nothing at all. Got himself 2 frags. Didn't have enough money for the AWP and armor. Maybe thinking about going naked, but he'll opt for the more conservative play. Again, they do have a number of rounds to play with here, do the Kinguin side. But what they don't have is money. So, initial engagements in the mid area. We've got a passive hold here from Bondic in apps. That should leave the CTs wondering. Davcost just causing problems, denying information to Kinguin in the mid area. You can see how passive Makalele is playing right now. Flash comes in, presumably from a teammate. He'll have a quick peek. Won't see anything. Moves away. Nice pick from Scream into the underpass. Good start here for Kinguin. Still got a 3-player hold towards the B bomb site, and you can see the T's are pretty spread out. I'd say here, here, and here. So execute's not going to be coming anytime soon. And they've only got 32 seconds left. It was turning into a B split, but the split has been killed. It's just a B now, with Markelov moving through the apps of a teammate. But there are many places to try and look at. Davkost's going to go for a bomb plant, but the CT's are just going to wait and kill everyone on the site. 14 rounds for Kinguin. Looking at the scoreboard, you can see only Exist has the rank for matchmaking, which means all these guys are playing the FACEIT Pro League. You too could do the same if you make it to the top of the Master League, as some people did in the previous month. Make sure you check that out. But for now, we're back into the match. 14 to 6, 8-round lead for the Kinguin team, looking to make it 1-1, looking to take it all the way to train, which I'm sure will be very fun with all these AWPers in both teams. Some spraying through the smoke. Exist will try and go for a sneaky position, but he has to be careful as to what angle he holds because of the barrel of his gun. However, for now, Makalele is holding the initial angle, maybe baiting for his teammate. Taking a bit of damage. You can see Flipside firmly in control of mid at the moment, both ends, smoking to CPL as well, which has been somewhat abandoned by the CTs. Just coming back to have a look, see what's going on, maybe rotating towards B, but more than it might hear that happening. You can see he's starting to peek, maybe thinking the jungle player has moved away, but Scream is still in position, now moving towards CT. Looks like the split is on here for the B players. They're going to boost well it up. Is he just going to keep an eye on short? That is a sneaky position indeed. But let's have a look at the A site and see what's going on here. We've got Rain in the shadow area. We've got Molotovs coming in. Are they going to have a player holding the angle to try and take him out? It's not going to work so far. Rain gets the frag onto Markelov, but he gets traded by Blade coming through connector. Makalele taken down on the short position as well. 4 versus 2. That, of course, planting safe from CT, which is still in control of Dennis. He's going to get his head ripped off, leaving only Exist versus 4. Was not to be. Let's have a look at the money of the CT side going forward. It's Roki again. Flipside can continue to catch up. That said, it wasn't too long ago that Kinguin got another round on the board. If they can do that again when they get their next buy-in, then they'll be looking good. Not time to be too concerned just yet if you're on the CT side. Okay. Blade gets the opening frag. Again, this is the eco. Getting cut down one by one, falling off the side. The cadavers of the CT team, Exist and Scream, are all that's left. And now just Exist. We'll see if he can get another frag. Oh, that is a nice play there. Using the sound cues. Realised what was going on. Maybe his teammates made the call that there was a smoke towards CT, who knows. Why is that 1v1 engagement even happening? Why is it only 1v1? It's left it. That could have been even worse. Look at the health on Bondic here. I just left him standing there. I mean, 9 times out of 10, he's going to spray down Exist. In fairness. And his teammates are probably confident of that. Sometimes a spray just doesn't work out. Okay, so we've got Davkos top mid, holding the angle towards connector. Flashes coming in. Scream, is he gonna... Oh, he's smoking also, he can look at underpass, but he's been Molotoved, so that's not gonna work. And the flip side team will have a player in underpass, that's Markelov. Let's see if he will have a battle with Scream coming up. Where's Scream gone following that molly? Indeed, he's gone over to CPL, and I think Exist is going to have a look downstairs. Indeed, he is. Make sure there's no boost coming in. It's a common spot for people to hold. Markloff is going to keep himself in the underpass until he comes out with a purpose. I think that's a molly into ladder, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed. That will stop Exist from peeking short. While Markloff moves into short itself, he'll position himself so he's not exposed to short anymore, as Exist will come out to see what's going on. Good play by the T's here. Ooh, caught short is Davkos, walking down mid by Scream. Traded by Blade, and the split starts. Only Makalele now to defend as he's got 2 players rotating. He's doing well so far. 2 frags for him, 3 frags for Makalele. Can he find the 4th? Only Markloff on the site, but he's going to get, Blade, he'll get headshot. Traded by the CTs, and they bring themselves to a game point. Again, flip side, up a game. The last map will be Train, should it go that far. So we've got a number of players coming through to top mid. Markloff just having a look, making sure there's no aggression from the CTs in underpass or apps. And again, we've got the lurker Bondic just admiring the smoke in Palace. Generally speaking, this is apps and this is Palace. Some people call both Palace, which just makes things confusing. Mainly if English is not your first language, but I suggest you call B apps apps. And this Palace. Oh no, it's a team kill, but there's a trade. It's a trade on a team kill. That's not something you see every day. You can see the limitations here. Look at them. Double Mag 7 by the CTs. Let's see where these Mag 7s are. Makalele looking for a pop flash, but it'll be a bit too early as the Flipside team are just waiting, and you can see Rain pushing through CT spawn. Is this going to cause a rotation because Scream is miles away? Makalele, is he going to do it? Here it comes. Markloff gets fully blind. They'll make the call to Mag 7s there, but he's not going to get the frag. Davkos on the site, but he can't get the angle just yet on Dennis. There are 10 seconds left for the bomb to go down here. Otherwise, this is lost. Indeed, it's going to be Kingwin taking it 16-8. We are going to go to 3 maps. We are going to go to Train. We will see you in a few minutes, guys. This is going to go all the way. Again, the winner of Train will head to the FACEIT League Stage 3. Ooh, drops.